Good morning, everybody. Saturday morning on the way into the office for a few hours. Missed you the past couple of days. Wanted to apologize. Actually got received a bunch of texts and emails and Facebook messages. Hey, where's the conversation with Christopher? And I appreciated that. My wife and two of the three kids were out really bad with the cold this week, and been a little bit out of pocket. But I'm excited to be back with you this morning on the way into the office. And as I was thinking about what I wanted to share with you guys this morning, what I really wanted to talk about a little bit was you and how you talk to yourself and how you treat yourself. See, I think our ability to be a positive influence to others, starting first and foremost in our homes, how we treat our spouse and our children and our family members all around us, and how we treat our friends and people in the community, how we treat the people that we work with on a daily basis, and just people we come into contact with, whether it's a dry cleaner, Starbucks, stores, wherever we go, baseball fields, basketball courts. See, for us to really serve others and really make a difference in others' lives, for us to contribute at the highest level, first we got to be taking pretty good care of us. And so I once heard somebody share with me this, and it really helped me to put things in perspective. They said, if you had someone that talked to you every single day, a friend of yours that talked to you every single day the way that you talk to yourself, how long would that person be your friend? And I had to really think hard about that. Like, what do they mean by that? And the more I thought about it, I thought, you know what, I don't always talk to myself well. I have a tendency, and I used to have a much greater tendency to beat myself up over little things. You know, sometimes somebody introduce themselves and say, hi, my name is so-and-so, and like a minute or 2 minutes into the conversation, I completely forgot their name. Or sometimes it's just a matter of, I said I was going to do something, and it wasn't a big deal, but I got distracted, and before you know it, I didn't follow through and didn't do this, and all these little things. And I've got very high standards and expectations for myself, probably like you do. And so I began to beat myself up, and I'd make mountains out of molehills. And anytime like something wasn't perfect and I didn't follow through perfectly, and I didn't dot every I and cross every T, and I made some little mistake and forgot somebody's name, I'd just be, oh, I'm such a dummy. I always do that. I can't believe I did that. I never. And it was just like, that would be my self-talk, and I would completely beat myself up. And I would completely make mountains out of molehills. And what that does to your self-esteem, and what it does to your self-worth, and what it does to your self-confidence is really just, it's really just horrific at how bad it tears us down. And the thing is that as the metaphor, as the question goes, is if you had a friend that talked to you that way, that was constantly criticizing you, constantly making a big deal out of nothing, constantly beating you up over nothing, how long would you let that person be your friend? And the answer probably, I know for me, probably for you too, is not very long. I'd get that person out of my life pretty quickly if all they were doing was criticizing me, making a big deal out of nothing. So we've got to be real careful about our self-talk and making sure that we don't make mountains out of molehills. Now, most of us, from a standpoint of humility, and it comes from a good place in us, because most of us do just the opposite too when we are acknowledged by somebody else. When somebody tries to recognize us or praise us or acknowledge us for doing a good thing, man, so many times, I don't know about you, but I used to have this much more often, and it's something I've worked on over the years, is, oh, it's nothing. I was in the right place at the right time. No big deal. You would have done it too. Anybody would have done it. Oh, no big deal. And we minimize those times when we're really doing something terrific. And one of the things I had to learn over the years, and one of the things I just wanted to share with you guys this morning, is I want you to reconsider that philosophy, that strategy, and is that really helping you to be the kind of person that you're capable of being? Is it really helping to strengthen your self-esteem, your self-respect, your self-worth, and your self-confidence? Should we be a better receiver? How good of a receiver are you? To be a great giver in life, I believe you've got to be a great giver. You've got to be able to keep the currency of life flowing. You've got to allow others to do nice things for you, to be generous with you in their words and their deeds. If you want to be a great giver, you've got to be a great receiver of those things, so that you can pay those same gifts forward, so that you can pay kind actions and kind words forward to others. And so my question to you is, how good of a receiver are you, number one? Number two is, how do you talk to yourself on a daily basis? Number 3, what can I do to be a better receiver of other people's acknowledgement, encouragement, recognition, and praise? And then lastly, what can I do to really talk to myself better? How can I be more cognizant of the words that I use with myself and do more to build myself up, not in an egotistical way, but really as a child of God, I think you deserve, I think you're entitled to, I think you're worthy of great things in your life. And I think we need to first start treating ourselves that way in our words and how we're receiving the kind gestures and words of others. Okay, so hope that helps. Beautiful day here in California. I look forward to seeing you on Monday morning. Have a great weekend, everybody.